It's 2:20 p.m. and it was kind of an overwhelming trip to Costco. There's just too many people and too many sounds in there. There was one really pleasant sound, and I was going to make a little video about it, and then I didn't decide to do that, and then I was going to go back, and then I forgot. And they moved the cheese. They moved the cheese, which I'm losing. They don't give you bags here, which is rough if you're walking. I'm starting to lose my cheese here. So they don't give you bags here. So that's kind of tough if you're walking and you don't have the foresight to bring a bag. And of course, if you come in with a backpack to carry your stuff, then they think you're sus and that you're a shoplifter. It's kind of, the system is broken. How many times must I say it? Anyway, I was worried I had misplaced my Costco card as I sat down, right after I shot the last little snippet, and I sat down and went through. So I finally kind of organized stuff in my pocket. I had so much crap, and as usual, papers that had just been in there so long that they were disintegrated and they were completely illegible. But anyway, I found my Costco card, so I walked in and held it, so that was no problem. I don't know, there's so many times I felt like when I would come in here, they were singling me out for not showing my card, but it wasn't until just now that I kind of sat and filmed some people and watched some people going in that I noticed that most everybody was making a point to have their card visible. It just looked to me like they were walking without showing a card. They actually were showing their card. They just had been more prepared for that than I was when I walked in, because I didn't realize everybody was doing that. But hey, now I know. So this got mowed down by that big killing machine truck, who is turning left there. There's no left turn. I always drive to the left side of that median and then turn left from there, because it looks like that sign applies to the lane on the right side of the median, and there's no lane markings, no signs saying to keep right. Oh my gosh, I just found a really nice wrench. Look at that. Guaranteed for life. It's Duralast. That's a 10 millimeter. Oh, it's a dual lock end wrench, dual size, 10 millimeter and 12 millimeter. That's a nice wrench. I think Duralast is, if memory serves, that's my mind is not very sharp today. That's AutoZone's store brand. Their high-end store brand. Those are good tools. In fact, I feel like I bought some of their individual tools before. I don't know if I have any other wrenches, but I have one now. So, yeah, which reminds me, I really need to organize my toolbox. It's pretty tragic, and it's making a big mess in my kitchen. So yeah, I was gonna get pizza and a soda, but it was so crowded and noisy over there, it was making me very uncomfortable, and the kiosk didn't accept my Costco card, and it didn't accept my Wells Fargo credit card. I mean, I know I have money in my, at least in my Wells Fargo checking account. Oh yeah, so I tried to get on. So when I was with the benefits specialist at the clinic there, Gwen, her name's Gwen. I don't think she likes me. I think I make her very uncomfortable. When I was with Gwen, and I think she committed fraud that might be considered fraud by me, I kind of told her not to, but she just kind of did it anyway. Well, this is sad. Look at this. So the neighbors with the really cool, it's a very attractive black woman, I'm sure she's married, with the really cool looking back fence, and they got a thing where it opens automatically, some kind of fob in their car. And they did this nice landscaping on my alley. They got this nice bush, which sometimes it gets overgrown, but it's pretty trimmed nicely now. And they got these rocks, and they had made a curb with these cinder blocks. But now the cinder blocks are all just kind of disheveled and coming down. And my guess is that's people running them over with their motor vehicles. So probably killing machines down motor vehicles. They got another gate here. It's like the nicest, like if I wish I owned a house so I could have a nice, back area against the alley. Although to be honest, I'd probably, I don't know, would mine be like this? This is fine. At least it's clean. It's clear. There's a gate. What was I saying? Gwen, the benefits specialist. I think I'll make her very uncomfortable. Yeah, some of the things, like so I should talk more about that, but I'm almost home. So I don't know how those computers and stuff work, but she asked if I'm still working for P.O. Please. And I said, I don't work for P.O. Please. I said, and I'm trying to explain what P.O. Please is. And I mentioned it before, I still got to figure out how to get on their damn app. But I said, they're a third-party, like a third-party HR services, payroll services. They just process the payroll. I work for MLS, and now she's like, oh, but yeah, but that's what it is in the system. I said, no, but I don't work for them. Like, if she put in there that I work for P.O. Please, I do not work for P.O. Please. That's as fraudulent as saying I work for Hertz. But at least I do work for her. This is still broken, of course. So I don't work for P.O. Please. I just process my paycheck, and I don't get a pay stub, so I don't know because she's showing me, well, you got paid this much, and then it was showing like 500 and something every week that I'm getting paid, but I'm not getting paid that much. On a good week, it's 480, but a lot of months it's more like, or a lot of weeks it's like, 430, 440, and and I'm like, I said, so that must be before taxes. She says, yeah, that's what's used. I said, I've never even seen those numbers before right now. I don't get a pay stub. I just get a direct deposit in my bank account. So that's not really what I'm paid. And she's like, well, that's what they have to use for that. So I said, well, that's silly because I don't get that money. I don't get that money. And she's like, well, she goes, you're probably going to be turned down. You're definitely going to be turned down for food stamps. Or for, food stamps is SNAP. So she's definitely going to be turned down for SNAP. I went this way because I don't have any place to set my stuff down outside my front door, but I can maybe set it here. I should throw that thing away. That was Priscilla's. She left it there. And then I haven't done anything but I dropped my cheese and my receipt from Costco. At least I have a place to set stuff here while I open the door. Hey, I found my keys for my storage. That's a good thing. I think there's a house key on here as well. That's not it. It's not it either. You know what? What I probably don't have is maybe I don't have a deadbolt key here. I'm not sure if I checked them all because it's hard to really tell how many quick set keys are here. There's one, there's two. The rest are all little keys. There's two quick set keys. My guess is that probably one is for the door and the other is for the, one must be for the doorknob, the other one must be for my storage unit down the way, and so hang on, I got another key ring. There's my other key ring. I color coded the last key ring. I made that the day that I lost my keys at Hertz. I never recovered the keys I lost at Hertz. But I made this neat key ring and I color coded them. See, they're green and they're blue and they're red. And red is the one that always stops me, so I made red the deadbolt. See, there's some logic in how I do stuff. All right. The mess got a lot worse in the kitchen. I really wish I had some help with that. And the fridge that I had so nice and clean when now I forget her name. Kim-tastic Kim. When she was helping me, I had my refrigerator totally perfectly clean, and now that's kind of falling apart. Okay, there's the backpack that I need to get ready for tonight for Factor. I'm not quite sure. I gotta make sure I'm ready for Factor. That's what I gotta focus on. This is a bag of garbage that I put by the door because I was gonna carry it out, and then I forgot to carry it out, so I should carry it out right now. God, I'm just, some days I just wish I had some help to keep me on track. Okay, that, the black one is supposed to be garbage, and the blue one is supposed to be recycling, but it looks like it's just mostly garbage thrown in here. And from what I've heard, I don't think Phoenix is even properly recycling the recycling. I think they're just dumping it all. That's what a lot of municipalities are doing. That's the thing nationwide. Sambo! Dumbass inside. Cat's such a goofball. All right. I love these napkins. They're in a bag I found in a car. They say, "Love is messy." So that's that. Those are for wiping off after you make love, because love is messy. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, there's the Joe Biden. Who shit my pants? And there's the magnet I found in the rental car, the Mule Power Farms, and some other magnets and stuff. Where are you going, Sambo? You guys going in there like I don't feed you. I fed you before I left, like an hour ago. Those guys are silly. I had a neat little tripod stand in here for trying to shoot video in here, and I don't know where it went. Guess I'll just lean this against a pillow. That's what I'm best at. Just leaning shit against pillows. Oh my goodness, I just really want a nap right now. This whole last couple hours has taken so much out of me, or hour, or whatever it is. I don't know what time it is. I used to have more visible clocks in here, but I just don't anymore. It's 2:33. Priscilla wants me to go buy her pants at Goodwill, some jeans. She said she's going to put me in as an authorized signer on one of her credit cards, and I'm just like, I'm not comfortable doing that. And then she texted like what kind of jeans she needs, jeans this size. I just remember the last time I tried to buy her pants. And it was when I was shopping at a place called Fallas, and I don't know that they exist anymore, but I used to like shopping there. They really kind of target marketed to Hispanics, like they'd be playing music in Spanish in there, but they had really good deals on really nice clothes, like deals that make Ross look expensive. And I saw these like snakeskin orange pants. I don't know what it is, but white women wearing orange generally don't look good in it, and black women, when they wear orange, usually look hot. At least I think so. Not, throwing that out there. And anyway, I just love this print. It's it's got some sparkles in it. It's like a snakeskin kind of textured print, and they were $1.99. It's not like I spent a lot of money or anything, but they were just really cool looking pants. And I think I texted her about the size. I said, I found some pants I think will look really hot on you. And I think the main reason I was there was to get some school uniforms for Lily. This was quite a while ago. And I texted her and I said, I found some pants I think will look really hot on you. Like for very little here at Fallas. And I think I texted her the size. Now I don't see where the size is on the label. So size 11, 12. Anyway, I texted her. I said it's 11:12, and she's like, "Oh God, get them. Yeah, that'll fit me." And they were at the time. At the time, like I think she tried them on, and that's one of the things with clothes sizes is that clothes sizes they're not as consistent as they should be. You know, they're just sizes are just not. At least with women's sizes, it seems to be more of a problem. I don't know. I shop for women's clothes often, but it seems to be more of a problem with women's clothes than it is with men's clothes. Because, like generally speaking, men's clothes, like men's pants, don't have a size 11, 12. What does that even mean? Size 11, 12. What's that even fucking mean? You know? Whereas with men's sizes in pants, there's two numbers and they represent inches. One is how many inches around the waist is, and the other is how many inches long the inseam is. So, you know, from across the end of your leg. And so I know I have a 32-inch waist, and I think a 32-inch inseam. Now, I learned to not trust the inseam number, but I can generally hold a pair of pants up to my waist and see how far they go down on my leg. You know, do they hit the top of my shoes? They're probably going to be all right. I usually do okay buying pants for myself. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes the cut isn't so good. Like these pants that I've been wearing the last couple of days that Keontae says look really, really good. Like he likes them and complimented them, which is random for me to get a compliment on my clothes from a guy. But like, but they've got this, I think it's like a fashion thing, and I'm not so fond of it, but they got like these tears in them, which is not like they're ripped. It's just for look, because there's another, if you look, there's another layer of material underneath. So there's no holes in these. It's just designed to look like that. But I was reading the work description on WorkWhile, and maybe I can pull that up on Obama Phone 5 here. I do keep WorkWhile going on Obama Phone 5, because a lot of times my iPhone is just not doable. I was trying to sign into my Wells Fargo because my benefit specialist, Gwen, that I had the meeting with, she told me that, oh, she needed to know for the application, like how much was in my bank account. I'm like, I don't know. I said, but let me log into my online banking. Oh, mind you, this is after she told me, like she asked how much my phone bill was a month. I said, well, I don't pay my phone bill by month. I prepay per year. So I don't know what it is. You know, I don't have a monthly phone bill. I said, but does that include internet? And she goes, well, no, internet is a luxury. So I asked her to explain to me how exactly internet is a luxury in 2023 when to do anything requires internet. I haven't figured out how to look at my pay stubs to see like what my before taxes income is, which that's what she needed, right? That's on the internet. I'm not given physical pay stubs. Like all these websites and stuff where like I get stuff from DES and it says to go to their website, but DES doesn't consider internet to be a necessity. They consider it to be a luxury. Are you fucking kidding me? The system is stupid and broken. I mean, internet in 1998, it was a luxury. I get it. But at this point, like, no, it's internet is a necessity for life in 2023. From government websites to employment, like I can't do anything to check, how am I supposed to know what the balance is on my bank account? It's on the internet. I need to get on the internet. Well, I tried to I couldn't use Obama Phone 3 because there's no Wi-Fi. By the way, check out this screenshot. There is Wi-Fi. There is Wi-Fi in the building, in the LifeWell building, but they have no Wi-Fi available for the consumers that need Wi-Fi to answer questions like how much money is in your bank account, or to go see these websites for different services and stuff for the severely mentally ill. All that stuff is online, but there's no Wi-Fi there for Why? Why is not one of those networks? Because you can see there's several networks there. I'm assuming they're all in a building. There's no adjacent building there. Why isn't one of those available, just open, not password, just completely open? Let's face it, mental health people are going to, people who are severely mentally ill are going to really struggle with passwords. Why isn't one of them just an open Wi-Fi for the people that are there? That doesn't seem like too much to ask, especially when they're asked when you get in there, and you got the benefit specialist asking you how much is in your bank account. So I'm trying to open the Wells Fargo app again. Obama Phone 5 really struggles. Now it'll probably work fine now. I'm assuming I got my login and my password correct. I'm not showing you all my login and my password. Hello. I'm assuming I got it correct because the error I got wasn't anything about password. The error I got was to check your internet connection. I think I'm over my data limit on Obama Phone 5. I mean, it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't, and sometimes things do and don't work. Anyway, I wasn't able to get on my bank. I'm on my Wi-Fi at home now, which is a luxury. It's not considered a necessity, a necessary expense. Really? Y'all people making this decision, try living without internet for a month? Let me know how that works out for you. All right, wow. This is the most it's been in my checking account for a long time. When I was at Costco, I should have used my goddamn debit card. I thought I was tight on money in there. So I was trying to use my Costco card, and I think it's over its limit, and I was trying to use my... Hang on. This one will show me what's on my checking. Visa signature card. Okay, that's $7,400. Now see, when they ask how much money you have, the amount of money you have should be the amount of money you have minus the debt you have. Because I don't have $2,000. I mean, if I go to my main thing in my banking, and it shows that I have $1,884 in my checking account, but $7,416 in a credit card balance, then I don't have $1,884. That's a negative. I don't have anything. I owe the bank. So why, you have that money. No, I have that debt. The system is broken. My interest charges just hit. They're less than they were. I hit on 1127. It says interest charge on purchase 175. Interest charge on cash advance is 1185. Oh, and I'm paying 1085 these days for my iCloud, which I shooting this much video of my iPhone. I need that much iCloud. I'd be fucked without it. That's not a big expense. $11 a month, Oh, I am over my limit. Well, that explains why that card didn't work. I'm $16 over my limit. But my minimum payment isn't due until December 22nd, so 22 days. I should just make a payment right now just so I'm not over my limit, though, because I'm well over what I need to pay bills this month, so that's nothing to stress over. So let's see, account amount over limit. This phone is so slow, even on my Wi-Fi at home, which is fast. It's just like struggling to bring that page up. All right, from everyday checking. Wait. Send on today. Select payment option. Total amount due $278.72. Over limit $16.72. Last statement balance $7,416.72. Outstanding balance $7,400. Wish I could make a $7,000 payment. How awesome would that be? Anyone want to kick me $7,000? That'd be awesome. Thank you. Other amount. We're gonna do other amount. Let's see. How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm gonna give them $123.45 because it's the start of the. Anybody else remember the Electric Company song? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1970s educational broadcasting music was funky. It really was. Punching at it. I usually put, on payments like this, I put a note in that says punching at it. Because that's how President Biden said we can solve the domestic violence problem in America. I'm sure y'all have seen that. You just keep, that was in the presidential debates. To solve the domestic violence problem, you just keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it. So to solve this debt, I'm going to keep punching at it, which ironically, when you make it all in one word so it'll work in this comment section, it looks like it says punching a tit. Speaking of domestic violence, punching a tit. All right, we gotta make payment. Done. Punching it. That's how we solve domestic violence, just punching a tit. Come on, you know you like it rough, girl. I didn't invert your nipple, don't worry about it. Confirmation, your account still has an amount due. Please pay the balance as soon as possible. Avoid further fees and charges. If you know you have money coming in, we recommend scheduling the remaining payment now. Oh yes, schedule it on money that you think is coming in. Sorry, Wells Fargo, you're not suckering me into that. Make sure that money's there. I'm not trying to get into that trap. That's a trap, by the way. All right. I would assume that would, yeah, so I think that number went down. 1,761. I'm sitting really pretty for the beginning of the month. I'm doing better. These factor jobs are helping a lot. All right. And yeah, my payment for this month was $452.61, so I'm thinking I didn't get time and a half for Thanksgiving. Or if I did, like getting sent home so early on Thanksgiving kind of counteracted it. I need to get on that app and find out what's going on. I think they're fucking with my payroll because they know I have mental health issues and probably think I won't catch it. Costco gas, $37.01 on the 30th. Oh yeah, I topped off my gas tank the other day. I got a full gas tank right now, so I don't have to stress about gas. Threw $100 to Discover. Oh, and I did the counting thing again the other day. Oh, I remember I was blogging on that one. Yeah, I went into that Circle K, and there are all kinds of sketchy people there. And some guy asked me if the store was open. Like, why would I know that? I'm sitting here paying at the pump, dude. But the door's wide open. Why don't you walk in it? Duh. Yeah, that was the 28th. Shell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deposit from WorkWhile. You know, here it shows a direct deposit from WorkWhile. Do you work for WorkWhile? No. I think technically on that I work for myself. Interestingly enough, that didn't show up in the DES thing. 328.59. Oh, and then this here 331. The next transaction was 331. So that's what a Factor meal cost me when I'm at Factor or HelloFresh anyway. Well, so yeah, she basically committed fraud. I told her that I had more than that in my bank account. She put some low number in there because that's what I had last time. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I got more money in that account than that. But they had no Wi-Fi there for me to check my account. And when I was trying to check it on this thing, it was giving me an error telling me that I didn't have enough internet. So the system is broken. It's broken really bad. Let's see what's on here. My notices. Fox News. DeSantis drags Newsom. Yeah, I love how these. It's like a trend. It's been going on for a while. Well, YouTube comments where it says DeSantis drags Newsom. I guarantee you, when you go to that video, they're not even touching each other. You know, when I want to see DeSantis drag Newsom. I want to see him grab him by his leg and just drag him. I want to see him drag him like by a leash, like the way that homeless man was dragging that dog that apparently did not really want to be with that homeless man. Like, that's dragging. That's when it says drags. That's what drags means. And I'm sure he's just talking shit about Newsom. It should say DeSantis talks shit about Newsom. That anything else is clickbait. Fox News, DeSantis unveils human feces plot. Oh, that should be interesting. Let's all watch a YouTube video together. We're doing a reaction video here, guys. DeSantis attacks. This is a map of San Francisco. Oh, and what are the words they use here? DeSantis attacks Newsom. The other one says, attacks Newsom. This is not what the meaning of attack is. Y'all need to check your verbs. My goodness. Oh, shit. I was trying to slide the thing back so I didn't cut off the beginning of it, and it just did something else because this touchscreen on this phone is terrible.
San Francisco. There's a lot of plots on that. You may be asking, what is that plotting? Well, this is an app where they plot the human feces that are found on the streets of San Francisco. And you see how almost the whole thing is covered, because that is what has happened in one of the previous greatest cities this country's ever had. That's old news. Human feces is now a fact of life, except when a communist dictator comes to town. Then they cleaned up the streets. They lined the streets with Chinese flags. They didn't put American flags there. They cleaned everything up. So they're willing to do it for a communist dictator, but they're not willing to do it for their own. This is a map of San Francisco.
Dictator. That sounds like a potato that's shaped like a penis. Does it sound like that to anybody else? Dictator. When you hear the word dictator, don't you think of a potato that's shaped like a phallic potato? Okay. I was going to check work while. That's why I opened this phone. Jesus Christ, it's going to be a rough night at work tonight. Hey, but there's my Discover app. I think I'm able to get on my Discover app on Obama Phone 5, as long as I'm on Wi-Fi. It just loads slowly. It just sits there at the splash screen. Discover. It sits at this thing for a while. These government phones are just really difficult to use. And these are the ones that most people that are severely mentally ill have. Login. No, I need a user ID and password on this one. Yeah, I don't know my user ID or my password. But if it asks for a PIN, I know that. But apparently I need to configure that app to do that, or I'm not going to be able to get on there. Or I need to figure out my Wi-Fi, my password and stuff. Okay, Winolo's on here. Winolo should be good to go. Winolo hasn't had jack shit on it lately. I got Winolo on my desktop. I got to go search for WorkWhile. I should probably switch those around because Winolo ain't had shit. Now it's all about WorkWhile. By the way, my stats on WorkWhile are perfect. When I go to my profile shows I'm perfect. Practically perfect in every way, as Mary Poppins said. I click on the icon that says me. Me. It shows my picture. It's a pretty good picture that I took at Bullock's. Actually, I can maybe put that picture from my files into my video. But that is a picture I took after I had a job interview with a taxi owner operator for VIP Taxi. And then he pretty much cut the interview off midstream when he asked if I had long hair pulled back. I guess I turned my head and he saw that I had a ponytail that was pulled up, but I didn't have it hanging all down. Like I had it doubled up. It's like sometimes the way I can do my ponytail, it's almost kind of like a man bun, but it hangs. But it looks good. It's a good professional look. And that's the way a lot of times I wear it that way in the cab because I'm going in and out of resorts and stuff. I want to look good, right? And I looked really good. I was wearing a dress shirt and I had my hair all slicked back. I'm trying to remember to put that picture in the video here. But yeah, as soon as he saw I had long hair, he had nothing more. He's like, no, we care about professional appearance. I'm like, and I sent that picture. I think I sent it to Malika while I was sitting at the bar because the interview was really close to Bullock's Cocktails, and I still worked at Bullock's Cocktails there then. And I sent. So I went there just to have a drink and just try to unwind from that because that whole situation was just stupid and wasted my time. Like if you're fixated on the length of a man's hair, you should probably put that on your. Like you got a sign that says you're hiring, that should be on the sign because that's a fucking stupid thing. That should be on the sign. Like really, you should probably be more concerned about like what kind of customer service I provide and how timely I am and how good of a driver I am. But I guess you're more concerned about my hair, which by most people's, it looks terrible today, but by most people's standards looks really good in this picture. And as you can see, as before, this is, wow, how much gray has happened in just a short period of time. Because I'm looking at that picture, and I've never dyed my beard. I'm not seeing any gray in my beard in that picture. Maybe I should update that picture. I think it's not me. It's really not that old of a picture. Anyway, your stats. There's a clock, so I assume that means timeliness, 100%. There's a star. I mean, that's probably on the 5-star rating system, 5 stars. And an X, a little circle with an X in it, which I assume is probably a. I was thinking I should make this screenshot. It's got my government name in it, which I'm not trying to put on this channel. Although I'm sure I already have. But, what the hell? Let's make a screenshot. Make a screenshot. Oh, and then you can see how my profile doesn't really fit completely on here because nobody makes an app expects a phone to have as low a screen resolution as this stupid thing has. I looked it up one time. It was just numbers, so it didn't mean anything to me. But it's a ridiculously low screen resolution. Anyways, it's a little circle with an X in it and a 0 under it, and I'm assuming that means like how many times you've done something wrong. So practically perfect. Debit card, bank account, work profile. What's my work profile? Driving information, work experience, certificates, work preferences. Just made me fill that shit out. Account information, pay history, attendance policy. I'm wasting so much video here and so much time. I should probably get myself doing something more productive here. Home. Jobs. Friday, December 1st. Okay, so the shift that started at 2:30 is gone now because it's 2:56. But they have, wow, this is neat. Okay, it starts at 3 p.m. It's 2:56 in Tolleson. I'm not going to make it there. I should screenshot this too, though. In fact, I should screenshot the whole job. It's called Uni Warehouse Associate. This is a new gig. It's in Tolleson. $16 an hour from 3 to 5 p.m. Oh, I'm not driving all the way out there for a 2-hour gig. Although it was from 3 to 5. I could have went there and worked from 3 to 5 and then went over to HelloFresh or, Factor at 7. Note to self. See if I can pull that shit off next week. That would have been good use of my time. I mean, the pay is only $28.47, but put $28.47 on the $198 or whatever they're offering at Factor. That's some good money for the day. All right, fulfillment associate, 7 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. Night shift, Factor, December 1st, Goodyear. They were bringing the bonus up to $29.50. It's sitting at $28 right now. Part of me's telling me I should accept it right now because it says $16.75 an hour plus $28 bonus. Estimated pay $198.80. I've seen them go higher with it. Anyway, I don't need to commit to this until I know I have the right clothes, and I know I have the right clothes. About the fulfillment associate performs activities as directed by the production line in our warehouse. Activities include cold food handling, prep, 35 to 45 degrees, facility sanitation, dishwashing, mopping, sweeping. They've put dishwashing in both fulfillment associate and kitchen associate. But they're no longer putting out a job as sanitation associate, which is because a lot of people just straight up don't want to do that. I straight up don't want to do that. So sanitation, dishwashing, mopping, sweeping, cleaning surfaces in wet, humid environments, 70 to 80 degrees. Please be prepared with a wide range of temperatures, 35 to 80 degrees, by dressing in layers. Fulfillment associates responsible for following all safety, GMP, and SQF policies. I've said before how much I hate acronym. What's GMP? Generally mediocre penis? I don't have one of those. A generally mediocre one. I do have a penis, thank you. And SQF policies. What does SQF stand for? The stupid quotient factor. My stupid quotient's probably pretty high. All right. GMP, whatever that is, and SQF, whatever that is, policies, procedures, as well as adherence to PPE. I know that stands for personal protective equipment, so gloves and shit like that. Hygiene policies. My hair's terrible today, but I'm sure as long as I have it pulled back and pull it up in the hairnet, they'll have no issues with it because they never do. They love me there, 100%, 5-star. In cooperation with supervisor. Important, you must clock in and clock out in order to be paid. Please remember being on time is important. If you're more than 15 minutes late, you will not be allowed to work the shift. Important, you must be early on time for your shift. You will not be allowed in the building if you are late for your shift. If you're arriving any time past the start of your shift, wow, it used to be a 10-minute window. Now they're saying any time late. And I'm seeing I'm at 85% on this phone, so it should probably be plugged in while I'm laying here in my bed. I was on time. I was late getting in the break room because I had a hell of a time getting my phone and stuff to do the QR code to let me in the building. But this phone should connect to their Wi-Fi this time. That's what I needed to do. Once I got on the Wi-Fi, it was fine. But I did clock in on time. If you're arriving in time past the start of your shift, you'll be sent home with a pay. If you are late due to public transportation, please be prepared to show proof of that transportation receipt. Talk about the system being broken. They'll give you a receipt when you get on the bus. The only thing I have to show of being on a bus, I mean, I could show them screenshots of the app. Oh, here's that wrench I found. I forgot about it already. I could show them screenshots of me being on the bus and the screenshots of the bus running late. I could do that. Nobody ever wants to look at those. Receipt. Wow. I mean, does this count? That's a bus pass. It's one that hasn't been activated. How about this one? Here's a bus pass that hasn't been activated. It's just, the print on it is so weak that it's just plain white with a mag barcode. And I bet you this is still completely functional. Yeah. Wow. Here's another one. The security guy wrote a date on. Local reduced 1-day pass. I think that was when Priscilla rode with me to court. 10/18/23. Yeah, it's been in my pocket a while. And I hang on to them. It's good because, I mean, even though the guy wrote a date on it, if I go to get on a bus, the bus driver ain't going to look at it. As long as the machine goes beep and takes it, I'm good. And half the time, if the machine doesn't go beep and take it, they kind of do a quick peek at it, and they see you're trying to work on them. Like, yeah, that machine never fucking works anyway, and they just tell you to get on the bus. Be prepared to show proof of that transportation receipt. That's funny. Important. Factor is a closed campus, so please do not exit the building during your scheduled break. You must be on time for your shift in order to work, in case you missed it in the previous paragraphs. If you are late for your shift due to public transportation, you will be required to show proof. Wow, this must have been prepared by the Department of Redundancy Department. If you are late for your shift due to public transportation, you'll be required to show proof of bus pass in order to work your shift. Actually, that's worded different. Proof of bus pass is different. Although, if you take a single direction trip and you pay cash for it, they don't give you a bus card for that. So it'd be impossible to show proof. I think the best I would show is video of me getting on the bus. I'd probably be shooting video of that, right? Anyway, fortunately, my car's doing good. So, no nail polish allowed. You will be sent home without pay if you were wearing nail polish. Did I mention that the work while rep is a cross dresser, and he has these long, goofy looking nails on his big man hands that are all painted up. Rules for thee and not for me, I guess. Job description. Each fulfillment associate is responsible for accurately preparing and packing ingredients to the factor at-home recipe, meal kits, or cleaning, sanitizing the warehouse facility. I just love how they put sanitation into the fulfillment job and sanitation in it, because this has also been added to the job description for kitchen associate. And the one is a description of the one for kitchen associate is a description of kitchen. I can't read it anymore because it's off the thing because the shift's already started. And the one for fulfillment is also a description, but then they've added the sanitation stuff because apparently nobody that works that wants to work it again. Too funny. Where was I here?
or here's where they sneak it in, or cleaning, sanitizing the warehouse facility. This is a GMP. There's that GMP grotesque monkey part. I'll be sure to bring my grotesque monkey part. GMP compliant refrigerated environment. Dress appropriately. Warm layers. Warm in all caps. It should be in all caps. It's cold in there. You will either be working in a refrigerated environment with temperatures ranging from 35 to 45 degrees, or in warm, humid environments ranging from 70 to 80 degrees. That shouldn't be an or. That should be a very specific. You should be dressing for one or the other, and they should be telling you ahead of time what you're doing. Because some people are cool with working in one and not working with the other, and vice versa. Be prepared to perform any of the following activities. Perform cold food prep, chopping, slicing, portioning. Pack weekly recipe ingredients into a standard shipping box. Working on the assembly line. I like doing that. That's fun. I mean, it's kind of monotonous, but I like it. Sticker, construct, and organize packing materials. Kind of say that's what I was doing the last two shifts. I was a liner guy. A liners, B liners. I'm good at doing liners. I really am. In fact, I'm so good at doing liners, I usually end up doing two positions because A liner is one person's position and B liner is another person's position. And I usually end up doing fucking both of them. And they're like, "Oh, are you here by yourself?" "Yeah, I've been here doing this by myself for like 2 hours. Hello. You just now noticed that?" And this is follow GMP policies. There's that GMP again. Like, what is the what gross monkey part are we talking about? Sanitize and clean warehouse, including dishwashing, mopping, sweeping, and cleaning services. Let's squeeze in the sanitation part. Promptly communicate all safety-related issues and concerns. I mean, yeah, you should probably do that at any job. Of course, sometimes you do that and people just look at you like, "Why are you telling me?" I don't know, because I was told to promptly communicate that. And this is the best part of the job description. Any and all functions as determined by management. "Hi, I'm your manager. I would like you to suck on this." I mean, really, could you make it any more fucking vague? Important and dress requirements. Be prepared for wearing the appropriate. Be prepared by wearing the appropriate clothing for work. Long sleeve shirt, long pants, no ripped jeans. I knew I saw no ripped jeans in there somewhere, and I'm worried they might consider this ripped jeans, even though they're not ripped. This is just the style, and they're complete. But I need to get another pair of pants. That's what I'm working on. Sambo, don't step on my phone, you big turd. Thanks for that, cat. There's Sambo. Meow. Thanks for participating, Sambo. Closed toe, non-slip, close heel, flat shoes such as tennis shoes or boots. No sandals. That's duh. But the thing is, and what's not really in there is if you're working in that dishes area, you straight up need galoshes. I don't own galoshes. And I really don't feel I can justify the expense for galoshes when I'm still driving an uninsured motor vehicle. Get out of the way, cat. Hi. I fed you 2 hours ago. You're fine. You just need some attention. You need me to rub your back. When I was at the Peer Support Center yesterday, there's a woman who had this super cool looking shirt that looked like it was like a hoodie that looked like to the back it just looked like vertical stripes, like a white shirt with black or horizontal stripes. I mean, with black horizontal stripes. But from the front, and I got a picture of it. Check it out. It looks like my cat Sambo. It totally looks like my cat Sambo. Say hi, Sam. Now he's like, "No, leave me alone." It looks like my cat Sambo peeking through the blinds, which is awesome because one of his favorite things to do is to peek through the blinds. So, love it. I mean, the only thing that makes it obvious that cat isn't Sambo is that both eyes are looking directly out the blind, and this cat is so cross-eyed. So I think if I got it, I'd have to have somebody customize it to make the cat cross-eyed. So it's like, oh yeah, that's my cat Sambo. Oh, hi. He's purring. He's a good boy. He's just kind of a goofball. All right. No sandals. Warm jacket, coat, or sweatshirt. Got it. No fake eyelashes. No fake eyelashes or extensions. Ladies, take those caterpillars off your eyes. They don't look good. No matter what you think about how they look, they don't look good. It looks like you got a caterpillar on your eye, and apparently it's a food service hygiene health issue. Do you really want something that's a hygiene health issue on your eyes? Come on now. That trend just needs to die in a big way. There's women I meet that I find attractive except for the caterpillars on their eyes. It's gross. No painted fingernails or fake fingernails. Unless you're the work while. Unless you're the dude that's the work while rep, then I guess it's okay for you. No sequins, rhinestones, or other decorative items on pants or shirts. No jewelry. Please leave these items at home. This includes septum rings, ear gauges, piercings, eyebrow, cheek, lip, tongue, etc. No sweatpants or leggings. Well, I'm glad I read that because I'd considered layering up sweatpants. No sweatpants or leggings. You will be sent home without pay if you're not GMP compliant. They're using the GMP again. Like, why is there this assumption that we know what GMP stands for? Gold money, please. No bobby pins or hair clips with decorative items such as sequins or rhinestones. Hair ties, hair scrunchies, or cloth headbands can be worn. Yeah, my hair needs a hair tie, especially around food. Of course, I would wear that. Always wear that. You are allowed to have the following items. One plain wedding band with no stones. Not that I would ever plan to wear another one of those again, but really? So ladies, if your dude got you a rock, you got to take that off and be single and waiting for me in the walk-in. Yeah. Medical alert bracelet or medical alert necklace. Yeah, I think they get in some legal issues if they try to make people take that stuff off. Lockers. They're small lockers available for the duration of your shift. You'll need to bring your own lock. Your items will need to fit inside the locker. And your items will need to fit inside the locker. Other items left out are at your own risk. I always just put my shit in a random locker. I don't log it. I've never had a problem, but I never bring anything of any real value with me. So, pay may be adjusted based on hours worked. Well, duh. Important. You may not prop, use, or force open exterior and or emergency exit doors in operational areas without permissions and in the absence of an emergency. Doing so may result in being sent home and or banned from future work opportunities at this facility. Do not use your unique QR code to badge someone else into out of the facility. That's funny because a lot of times my code doesn't work and the rep for work while does that to let me in and out. Rules for thee, not for... That's stupid. I mean, I get why they do it. It's just that hopefully with me on their Wi-Fi on my phones, it won't be a problem. But it's been a problem in the past. Doing so will result in sent home and banned from future work opportunities at this facility. But yeah, the thing about the doors, that should be common sense. Like, really? They had to put that in writing? People thought that was an okay thing to do? Because that's dumb. Important, we are closed campus, meaning once you clock in, you cannot leave until you clock out for your shift. Please plan on ordering or bringing your own food. That's a good thing they tell people because a lot of people assume you'll be able to leave on your lunch break. That's a pretty normal thing, and that's something that's not allowed here. In fact, I think this is the only place I've ever worked where you can't leave on your work break. Now, I've been to other places where you can leave on your work break, but there's nothing close enough that you could go and get food and then come back before the end of your break, but that's a completely different problem entirely, which is why 10-minute cities is a good idea, but I don't understand why people are hating on the concept of a 10-minute city. I mean, everything within a 10-minute walk is a good thing. General requirements: lift 50 pounds, stand for long periods, work in cold temps for food handling, packing 35 to 40 degrees, or wet, humid environments for dishwashing, mopping, and sweeping 70, 80. I hate how they pack those in there. I don't think I'm going to have a problem getting into production. They like me in production. The management at this point is starting to recognize me. or not production, I'm sorry, fulfillment. But yeah, I mean, as much as I like the guy that runs the sanitation department, until I get galoshes, homie ain't destroying his shoes. It's not happening. 12-hour cancellation policy. If the shift is canceled by Factor Goodyear within 12 hours of the original start time due to a change in business needs, you will receive 50% of the specified pay. Well, that's nice. Wow, that's actually kind of nice. Rather get all the pay, but half the pay is better than nothing. With Winolo, they could cancel it right before you get there, and then you're just fucked. And I feel like I had that happen once. Unfortunately, it happened before I left, but it was still pretty frustrating. Wow, I've wasted 55 minutes of video. I'm going to have trouble editing and exporting this, especially since I need to edit it because I'm wanting to show pictures on this one. So, looks like the bonus, I'm trying to refresh this and it doesn't look like it's refreshing, but yeah, it looks like the bonus is still at $28. I've seen them take that up to $29.50, and I feel like I've seen them take it higher, but it was probably for Kitchen Associate. But I mean, or $29.75. Like, I'm not like I should not take it for $1.75. That's fine. The bunny's fine. I just need to get myself ready. So thanks for watching and listening to me ramble, and hopefully you learned something.